you want to maintain the concept that every finger is of equal importance. You want to maintain the concept that the tips of the fingers, this last joint of the fingers, are essentially perpendicular to the fretboard. You want to maintain the concept at all times that the fingers have mobility, that you're finding the exact balance of the finger. So if you're doing a chord over here, it's set, the third finger, for example, is set over there, or you're doing a chord like this, the third finger can shift around and pivot around. I've seen people do warm-up exercises, and that's essentially what you're doing. You're pivoting each and every finger. So that being said, you want to maintain the concept of having the left hand of equal balance. Now, before I broke my finger, as I mentioned in the earlier lesson, 30 some odd years ago, I used to play with my thumb essentially in between the second and the third finger. That throws me off now. Now, I'm finding this finger is actually almost about a quarter of an inch shorter than it was. I'm finding that my balance has reshifted, and I have to compensate for that. The thumb now is resetting based on the fingers, based on the balance of the fingers. This is what you want to do. Again, you want to, if I didn't mention, you want to try to become your own teacher, and the two overriding things is what is natural to you, that you're not forcing it, and what is the balance of the fingers. Where is the position of the fingers that is balanced for you? That being said, I want to go into the other concept of left brain, right brain. Theoretically, they say that one part of the hemisphere is on at all times and the other hemisphere is off, and you have to force the other side to work. If you can, that's theoretically, they did surgery where they actually cut people's, there's a cable that goes between the two brains, cut that, and they realized that they really don't talk to each other, the two parts of the brain. Some people use both parts of the brain. That being said, to get to the very, very basic, the very, very fundamental of what's occurring with the left hand is the fact that the brain is moving the left hand. This is my own stuff I came up with over the decades. But Ray did mention left brain, right brain kind of stuff. There's also a book about it, an art book, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. It's very good also. What you want to understand is that very similar when I was a kid, my father used to do a trick where you'd pat your head and rub your stomach and then you'd flip. And when you try to flip, if you tensed up, you couldn't get it, because what you're trying to do is you're physically trying to move that, and it's not going to work. What you have to do is go into a relaxation mode, and you have to let the brain move the fingers. That being said, there's a simple exercise called the spider. Most people know about it. And what you're doing here is you're simply leaving 1 and 3, first finger, third finger. I'm assuming people know basic stuff on guitar. On the 5th string, and you're putting second finger, 4th finger on the 6th string. And what you're doing is you're lifting those fingers simultaneously and placing them on the other string. But you're doing it with 0 muscles. The brain is actually moving them. And that is the essence of the left hand. That's the whole left hand.